Hello everyone, welcome to Court with Krissy. Today's arraignment features a defendant that does not know when to stop talking and of course does himself no favors in the process. A warning, no, there isn't an audio issue. I removed his personal contact information, so enjoy that silence while it lasts. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
On the record in case number 24-1713 SM. You're appearing for arraignment purposes this morning, and you're appearing with Mr. Jarbo, the defense attorney available through the Indigent Defense Counsel, here to assist you. Mr. Jarbo, did you have opportunity to review the allegations on the complaint, nature of the offense, and the possible maximum penalties with Mr. Seal?
Yes, we did have the opportunity to speak earlier in the week. He's aware of the misdemeanor complaint and the charges contained therein and the potential penalties under Michigan law. He would waive further reading of the complaint. He's asking that the court simply enter pleas of not guilty. He is going to be asking that the court screen him for eligibility for court-appointed counsel. I did have a note. He was concerned in terms of bond, assuming the court allows him out on a PR bond, with the ability to pay for alcohol testing. So I'll let him address that with the court. Thank you.
Definitely would be a concern of the court because disorderly drunk is count 2, right? So I understand that there's an issue with that, but we'll get to that in a moment. Mr. Seal, in order to complete a petition for a court-appointed attorney, I need to place you under oath and ask you some questions. Would you please raise your right hand? And you swear that the information you're about to give me will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, and you're welcome to lower your hand. Mr. Seal, what's your phone number?
My phone number is 2. That's my current phone. I'm actually having problems with it right now. It just updated yesterday and the screen's been froze for over 24 hours now. I'm actually on somebody else's phone right now, which I don't exactly feel 100% comfortable with, but it's okay. Yeah, my phone.
So this is information that would go to your court-appointed attorney, and your court-appointed attorney needs to be able to get in touch with you.
Okay.
So is there another phone number?
Yes, it's 2.
And that's a message number?
You can call that number. I went and got phones. I went and got phones for the family, and for some reason mine's having problems, but we do have another phone in the house. So
okay, what is your address, mailing address?
it is
And do you have an email address?
yes, ma'am. Yeah, my email address is
At the address on are you renting, purchasing the home, or living with others?
renting. I live in low income housing.
Are you working?
No, ma'am. I actually just purchased a vehicle trying to get back to doing DoorDash, but the vehicle's not quite right. No, I'm trying to work a little bit, but the more I drive the car, the worse it's getting, and it's probably on its last leg. I've been trying to come up with the funds to fix the car so I can get back on the road and actually try to work. I was in an accident in 2019. I have spinal stenosis, and then I was in an accident in 2019 that kind of took my back out. So it's been rough. Like I can't withstand a normal like 8-hour position, or even like a 4-hour part-time. I have to be able to stop. Like sometimes my back will just give out on me at random periods of time. So
are you receiving any sort of assistance or income?
I filed for disability. A few months ago and was actually denied. After reviewing the paperwork, it said that in order to be eligible, you have to be diagnosed before the age of 12, or it has to be within 7 years of the last time you've been treated for your disability. I was actually diagnosed at an early age, maybe like 3 or 4.
Okay, so for right now, you're not receiving any sort of income, right?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any money in a checking account or savings account, any cash on hand?
No, ma'am.
So I will appoint an attorney for you. The next step in the process, the pretrial conference in this case will be scheduled for April 30th. It's at 9:30 a.m. It's an in-person appearance here at the district court, and the court will mail you the notice.
Okay. Could you give me that date and time again?
April 30th,
April 30th.
9:30 a.m.
Okay. Just I have a bad habit with my mail. It could sit in there I have severe ADHD, so I check my mail like maybe once every couple of weeks. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's a habit. It's a problem.
Okay. So, Mr. Seal, you're going to need to be able to come up with some funds for testing. I am going to place you on a $5,000 personal recognizance bond, so you don't need to post any money with regard to the bond. However, I'm placing conditions on the bond. The conditions would be that you may not use nor possess any alcohol, any illegal substance, any controlled substance, including marijuana, any mind or mood altering substances, or any non-prescribed medication. You will provide a list of your current prescriptions to the district court clerk.
Okay.
That's a nice friend you have behind you.
Yes, thank you. I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
You will submit to random PBTs, and that's going to be 8 times per month. You would also submit to discretionary PBTs and discretionary urine screens whenever requested by a police officer or any court personnel, so you may not refuse. You may not enter a bar, casino, or any place that serves alcohol by the glass. You'll have no threatening, intimidating, harassing, or violent behavior towards any person. You'll be respectful of all court employees and care providers during the course of your case. You may not operate a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, registration, and insurance, nor with the presence of any alcohol, any illegal substance, or any controlled substance, even that which might be prescribed to you. So the 86th District Court will email you a copy of the referral form. It will give you your name and number that you'll need to call and listen for each evening. So you'll go in and test a PBT 8 times per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now is there any way I could have a minute? I didn't get to meet with Mr. Jabot. I didn't get to meet with him face to face. I talked to him a little bit over the phone. I was trying to meet with him face to face so we could actually go over this. The fact that I'm broke, like I've done this before, like I've done the PBTs and the urine screens, like I know how much they cost. Well, at least 10, 15 years ago, I know how much they cost. And I don't have those funds. I'm worried that, like I told Mr. Jabbar, I'm more than willing to go in there and sit all day long until they have an opening. But I have no funds. And honestly, I wanted to talk to him in private because I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I'll be the first to admit when I do something wrong, I'll be the first one to admit.
We don't want to talk about any of the facts of the case. We're on the record, so you don't want to say anything with regard to the facts of the case.
Well,
your history, your criminal history is very recent, as well as the allegations in this complaint. I believe that alcohol.
I don't have a recent criminal history. I haven't been in trouble since the last time I got in trouble was 2020 when I came back to Michigan. And it was for a show cause from 2016. So I haven't gotten in any recent trouble. Like, I haven't been in trouble in 10, 15 years. I got into trouble down in Georgia, but that's irrelevant to this proceedings.
It is not irrelevant to this proceeding.
Okay, my main concern right now is one, the funding, because like I said, I don't have any funding. And two, I kind of feel like, okay, for once I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I really shouldn't have to prove my innocence. Like if I didn't do anything wrong, I feel like right now I'm going through the PBTs and everything is me trying to prove my innocence. But I didn't do anything wrong, so I feel like, honestly, I feel like this case shouldn't even been brought to you, Ms. Rogers.
Okay.
And
So, those are very good issues that you need to discuss with your attorney. Mr. Jarbo is not your attorney who will be assigned to your case. He's the arraignment attorney only, but you'll hear from your court-appointed attorney by the end of next week. And you should discuss all of that with your attorney.
Okay.
Your record speaks for itself. And in this case, there was a blood alcohol level.
Yes.
So I don't believe that 8 times per month is unreasonable,
Well,
even
no,
with regard to the fact that you don't have funds available.
Yes,
You could go pick up cans if you need to for 8 times per month testing. So
20, 40,
you're welcome to discuss that. It's
8 times
only
a month?
PBTs.
Okay,
Yes.
those are what, like $20 a piece?
I think it's 15, right?
15, so 30, 60, $120 a month. That's more than my rent.
Okay, so
I just feel like
that issue with your attorney. The attorney can address the court through a bond hearing request. But for right now, you're going to need to do that, okay, Mr. Seal? I believe that it's in the best interest of you as well as the public safety.
Yeah, and see, that's fine. If that was the original, what they originally were going for, that's fine. Reason this all went down was because of a mishap, miscommunication.
Okay.
Like it's an abuse of power here.
Right, please. But you want to talk to that about your attorney and you don't want to talk on the record.
Okay, the only reason I'm talking on the record is because I feel like if I'm not being represented properly from the beginning, from the arraignment, like there's no point. You might as well just throw me in jail now. Like I haven't done anything wrong. I'll be the first one to admit when I do. I just feel like this is a waste of your time and a waste of the state's money. But I'll do.
Okay, well,
you want me to go down and do the test? I mean, I have no money. Like I said, I have literally nothing.
You'll be in violation if you don't test as ordered. Again, please do whatever it is that you can to make sure that you are able to do those tests. Talk to your attorney about all of the issues that you need to. And for right now, I think that we're all set.
Okay, now this attorney isn't gonna push it aside like this one did, is he? Because this guy told me I just had to wait until today to figure it all out here. Because I told him about my issue with my phone, that I might not have a phone, and he basically told me it was my problem to figure out. Is that basically?
Hey, now wait a minute, Mr. Seal. You and I spent plenty of time together. I'm not going to sit here and listen to you. Talk to you. Listen to me. Wait a minute.
Yes,
you've done plenty of talking now. And the court's spent a lot of time with you to explain how simple this process is. So you've been qualified for counsel. Counsel will be assigned to help you. You have some testing requirements. You can talk to your lawyer about your testing requirements. I'm not your attorney. I'm not here to be insulted by you either for redoing my job.
I wasn't insulting you.
So thank you. So we're all set for today, okay? I want to be real clear. This is a very limited hearing. We've covered what needs to be covered for you.
I know, but I feel like I'm not being represented. I feel like I'm not being represented properly.
You're not being represented today. That's exactly right. I'm not representing you.
My rights are just automatically being infringed upon, and I'm having to prove my innocence for something I didn't do.
This has nothing to do with your guilt or innocence today.
Huh?
Right.
This has nothing to do with your guilt or innocence today. This is simply advising you of the charges.
I know, and I have to.
So, Mr. Seal, I'm going to mute you for right now. This is the arraignment only. You've been
When do I go do my
It's been
benchmark?
discussed with you.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry?
when do I go do my benchmark? Like, I'm not saying
I
that I'm
didn't
not.
order benchmarks here. There's no urine screens. I did not order urine screens or
Okay.
benchmark.
When
Only
do I go?
PBTs. The court will email you a copy of the referral form and it will give you the information that you need. So
Okay,
for right now, then you are all set.
can I get a mailed copy as well?
Sure, we'll ask that they also mail you a copy. You bet.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.